but still it's farewell. And maybe we'll come back to earth, who can tell? I guess that there's no one to blame. We're leaving ground, will things never be the same again? It's the final countdown. The final countdown. The final countdown. Oh, it's the final countdown. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R, back with another lesson and an absolute classic again as always. Today we're looking at Europe and the final countdown. If you don't like this one, come on, you don't like music. Not really known to be playing on an acoustic guitar, I know that. It's a big sort of overproduced rock song. Nothing against that, I think this is a great song. But this is sort of a busker's way. I've worked the intro out if you want to do that for fun. And I've tabbed all this out, so if you want to check that out on my Patreon page, if you're not signed up already. There's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. And the way that works, you just sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you want to pledge. It's all very welcome, generally all goes back into the lessons. And it gives you guys access to not just this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 2 years. So there's a lot of stuff up there now. There's some exclusive videos that aren't on YouTube. There's a lot of videos there from the archive. You know, because I've been doing this for pretty much 8 years now, so a lot of the lessons I sort of forgot about. I am redoing some of the really old ones, but as I said, there's a lot in the archive up there if you want to go and check that out. There's also stuff to, you know, coincide with the technique lessons, so if you're into the scales stuff, the blues stuff, even strumming lessons, so there's a lot of stuff up there to coincide with that also. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description, there we go. If you don't want to do that and you want to show some appreciation, I've got a new feature which is like a super thanks link that's just under the video there. You can click on that and make a small donation. Again, very much appreciated. And thanks everyone who's subscribed, it really means a lot. A further way you could help me out if you guys haven't done already is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there so you get notified every time I post a video up. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but as you can see for this version, you're going to want the capo up on the 2nd fret, okay? Just while we're talking about capos, a quick plug for the G7th Capo company. I've had this capo about 5 or 6 years now. It's a personalised one. I don't know if you can see that. It's got my name sort of inscripted on the top. This is a performance 3 model. I've also got a performance 2 model I've had for the best part of, 15 years. It's never let me down. So if you're on the market for a capo, these are great light, durable, strong capos, so I'm going to put a link to that in the description below if you want to go and check those out. Okay, right, so the intro is sort of strumming a chord and then we play a little bit of a melody, okay? Now I'm going to read all these notes out in tab form and it's not going to be relative to the capo. Imagine we didn't have the capo on, so the 9th fret would be the 9th fret, okay? So I just think it's a bit easier to translate and a little bit easier to understand if we do, not regarding the capo. We just got the capo on there for all the pitch of the chords to work, okay? So the first chord that we strum is an E minor, single strum. Now on the top E string, we're going to go 9, 7, 9, and then we're going to play a 7 on the B, okay? So that's the first bit. The next chord's a C, top E string, we're going to go 10, 9, 10, 9, 7, okay? Next chord is an A minor, top E string, we're going to go 10, 9, 10, then we're going to go to a 7 on the B string. The next chord is a D, top E string, we're going to play 3 7s, and we're going to go 5, 4, 7, then we do the E minor again, same as, so we got the E minor, top E string, 9, 7, 9, 7 on the B, C chord, all on the top E string, 10, 9, 10, 9, 7, A minor, top E string, 10, 9, 10, 7 on the B, and then we've got the D. Now this is the final run that I do up to where I start strumming the chords in the verse now. So after we've strummed the D, we're going to play 3 7s, 5, 4, 7, 5, 4, 5, 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, 4, open string, and we go 10, 9, okay, and we're going to do something called a trill now, where from that 9 we're going to hammer on to 10, and a quick pull off back to the 9 again, and then the last two notes, 7, 9, okay, so I'm just going to play all that really slowly so you can see how that gels together. So starting on the E minor chord, there we go, so that's all of the intro. Now you can do that through the chorus as well if you want to. It's quite hard to sing and play that at the same time, or you could get a friend to do that, or you know, record yourself on a loop pedal. But that bit comes up in various points in the song, but I just play it for the intro just because I think everyone's familiar with that melody. So the verse chords, then we're going to start strumming an E minor chord, okay? I think it's nice to do a little embellishment. Now I'm doing the E minor with my second and third finger, so we could go to an E minor 7, just taking the third finger off. So what we get is, we're leaving together, but still it's farewell. We go to A minor there, back to E minor, and maybe we'll come back. And then we're going to do a D / F sharp. So the way that I do that is a D chord, and my thumb is going to grab the 2nd fret relative to the capo on the low E string, and then we're going to go to a G, okay, and then it's going to go C, D, G, G / F sharp. So I do the 4-finger G's. That would be as first finger will grab the 2nd fret on the low E string relative to the capo, then we go to E minor, and then C, B minor, D, little stop, and then we're into the chorus, okay? So I'm just going to play that through, obviously, you know, all together so you can see how that gels together. So starting with the E minor, here we go, so we get E minor 7, does that again. We're leaving together, but still it's farewell, and maybe we'll come back to earth, who can tell. I guess that there's no one to blame. We're leaving grounds, but things never be the same again. It's the final, okay? Now the chords to the chorus are exactly the same chords that we did in the intro, but I just do them strumming without obviously all the melody in there. So it's going to be an E minor, a C, an A minor, and a D. So that goes around 2 times. So what we get, it's the final countdown. The final countdown. We're heading for Venus, but still we stand so. Okay, so verse 2 is exactly the same. We've got the second chorus. So at the end of the second chorus, we've got this little group of chords that lead us into the chords that go underneath the guitar solo. So after the 2 lines where we go, it's the final countdown. It's the final countdown. Now after the 3rd time, it's the final countdown. So it's going to go E minor, the D / F sharp, then we're going to go to a G, a C, and then we're going to hold on to a B7, and that's going to take us into the chords that go underneath the guitar solo. We'll explain what those are in a second. Okay, so that last line, it's the final countdown. Okay, so for the purpose of the solo, I'll just show you the chords that go underneath the solo. So it's going to be an A minor, G, C, F major 7, D minor, G, A minor, E minor. So we've got A minor again, G, C, F, D minor, A minor, and then a B minor. And then it's nice to do single strums here in this little sort of interlude part. So we got the final countdown. We've got that little group of chords again. Oh, it's the final countdown. It's the final countdown. Oh, the final countdown. Okay, finished there on the E minor. Of course, on that little interlude I did before, you know, instead of singing the melody, we could obviously play that intro again. So that's pretty much, you know, the meat and potatoes of the song structurally. So a strumming pattern I tend to use on most of the chords will be a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that would work through the verse. So okay, and the chords, so obviously those chords at the end of the second chorus, quite fast changing. I tend to do a down, down, up. So that would be a down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And that's pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. You all dug that, and as I said in the intro, come on, if you don't like that song, you know, you don't like music. It's still played everywhere at sports events, you know, today and everything. And it's just one of those big, you know, overproduced 80s sort of rock songs, along with Bon Jovi and stuff like that. But those songs, particularly this one, Living on a Prayer as well, which I've also done a tutorial for, if you want to go and check that one out. I think they break down really well. They're just really well put together, well written songs, you know. I know they were sort of overblown, stuff like that, all the big hair and the hairspray, but sort of what you call a guilty pleasure, you know. Come on, like I say, you don't like these type of songs, you don't like music. So this is a great fun one to play, like I say, a buskers version. Now, if you have got any other requests for any other songs that are similar to this, or, you know, anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put a request in is obviously comment below the video, or if you want to find me a personal message over through those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests, and I do have to sort of hemp it them a little bit. You know, some things work, some things don't, but don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, if you are subscribed, further way you could help me out is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there. The patron thing, sorry to keep banging on about it, you want the chords, lyrics, strumming pattern, and the riff to this, as well as, you know, everything I've done over the past 2 years, as well as exclusive stuff. So there's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. I've got the